Yeah.
Yeah, we back on. We live. They tried to shut us down, but we back.
Back
Right.
again.
Yes, indeed.
Now what was y'all discussing? What was it? Electricity, gold?
Yeah, he was asking me. Jay was asking me if there were anything else in the Bible or in the church, that you could pull out and kind of talk about. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, and we talked about the Ark of the Covenant. We talked about how Moshe or Moses was, they had the Ark of the Covenant, but it's really wasn't talking about what the Bible is talking about. It is actually talking about energy.
Yeah.
It's a conduit for energy, because if you look at the word ark, it's not talking about like an ark or a boat or something you ride in,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, for example, when you're welding, the arc you
The
use
arc, yeah. The
you
flash, the
use
spark, yeah.
yes, that spark, right?
Hmm.
That's what started everything. The what? Spark, to get the what?
Hmm.
Energy flowing. So it's really actually talking about energy and the flow of the energy. And that's what Kemet used to light it up, or Mitzrayim, or to Mary, or Egypt. It used that arc to create the energy source that lit up Kemet. Because if you go back and do any type of study, you can see that they had light bulbs. Are you guys
Hmm.
still there? They had
Yeah, we
light
here.
bulbs.
I got you solo so that everybody can, so we can emphasize on what you're saying. We want people to
Yeah.
hear this message.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
got you solo
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. We had energy. We had conduits. We knew how to utilize the energy, right?
Hmm.
So when you look at the story about Moshe, or whom they call Moses, who that we know that he's a fictitious image or character, that he's that was never, that person never existed as we know it, never
Hmm.
existed. There was no founded proof or anything that he ever existed, but it was a fictitious narrative to teach us a story, or to give us a story about something.
Hmm.
And what people start doing is taking it literally to make a real life story out of it. You know what I mean? For
Hmm.
example, when you talk about parting the Red Sea,
Yeah.
it's it's an allegory, because it's not even talking about parting the Red Sea. It is actually talking about the womb. It is talking about the female parting the Red Sea. Let's take, for example, uh, when a woman becomes pregnant, right? That seed attaches itself to the endometrium, to that wall, and it plunges into a sea of blood.
Hmm.
Now, yes, now for it to get out on the other side, it has to cross through the what? Red Sea, and then come out where? Into the land that flows with milk and honey. You see? So
Yeah.
so it's really talking about a female getting pregnant. Now, everything that we need, we as men, everything that we need, we can look inside of the body, inside of that
Yeah.
goddess, that woman's womb. We can see it. We can see how life is formed, right? So when you have everybody now switching over to saying, you know what, the earth is flat and the earth has a dome on it, and all of these really good sounding story, man, that sounds
Yeah.
good. It sounds excellent, but you can't prove that. But
Yeah.
what I can do is prove the fact that as below, so is above,
Uh,
right?
Mm.
As below, so is what? Above.
Above.
Okay. Now, when a woman releases that egg, right? The egg is not completely round. It's almost like oval shape. So we
Yeah.
call it an ovum, right? But it really doesn't become an ovum until the sperm has fertilized it. So it's just a seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we call it a blastocyst because what really actually happens is when that sperm hits that egg, it creates an explosion. And when that explosion happens, it literally makes the sound of the ohm. When it explodes, it goes, oh.
This is some people use for meditation.
Yes, the ohm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so it makes that right. But here's the clincher. Let me show you if everything below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that below. She's getting ready to show us how the universe was formed.
Yeah.
So once that blastocyst becomes an ovum, what does it begin to do? It begins to what? Divide, doesn't it? It starts dividing. But guess how it divides? It divides by flipping out and into itself. And we call that what? Terraforming. It actually begins to what? Terraform. So what she is demonstrating to us is how the universe is created through what? Terraforming. And she shows us what it looks like, right? So we can get a picture of what it looks like. This is why there's such an attempt, man, to destroy that black queen, that black goddess. This is an attempt to destroy her because she exemplifies life. We can go to her and get life, or we can go to her and give her life. We can give her a seed, and she can reciprocate. She can say, okay, give me your 23 and I give you my 23. Right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna work this thing out.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't paying attention to it, but there's an agenda for that, man. They targeting our black females.
Yes.
And a
Yes,
lot
indeed.
of people, I was talking to my daughter today. A lot of people they not catching up on that. It's like, man, they targeting y'all to try to get y'all to be something that y'all not.
Correct. That is absolutely correct.
Whatever harm or anything comes y'all way is justifiable.
Yes.
Trying to get y'all out of character, trying to get y'all away from what y'all supposed to be.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I totally agree. Because you definitely wanted to distort her thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can distort her thinking, then you can alter the true reality of what she's going to bring forth. See, and that's the whole thing, is to alter it, to get her to bring God here, and then God be distorted. They mind gone, don't even remember who you are. You feel me? You come out thinking you're a pimp. Oh, I'm a pimp. Just an analogy, but it's distorted. And this is what's happening. We've having, because remember when we needed something to happen in our communities, in our tribes, remember we would get together and actually call upon who we wanted to come through the womb, what ancestor we wanted to come through the womb, through that canal. We used to do that, right? So that there wouldn't be any distortion, which is why they had the story of the Virgin Mary. So what they were saying was that we were going to bring forth a Messiah that wasn't going to be distorted.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
So this is what it was an attempt to do, to bring forth someone that wasn't going to be distorted, and that they would have the God mind. They would have the God mind and be able to be God again. That we could be God again in this realm and utilize that power to do the things that needed to be done.
Yeah. Man, what you got, JB?
Oh, I'm listening, man. I'm trying to take in. It's a lot of information coming out. I'm trying to process it all.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, man, I just had a bunch of questions when I was, I say, man, late 20s, early 30s. I just had a bunch of questions. Some things just wasn't adding up for me. I used to go to church every Sunday, twice on Sunday, and go to Bible study on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Some things just wasn't adding up. And when I would go to the minister or the pastor, questions couldn't be answered. So I started looking into things myself.
Correct.
And like I said, I had to find out what were we doing before this. And like I said, I appreciate you so much for coming on here.
Yeah, we both do. We both do.
And dropping knowledge. I ain't gonna say game, dropping knowledge.
Yes, sir.
And true history. And are you familiar with Azure Crazy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I met him. He came to the Shrine of Black Madonna here.
Oh, okay.
And I met him, man. I was ready to go back to Africa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But after that,
yeah, he do. He take the field trips to Kemet.
Yeah.
And to different places in Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about some of the like you said some things were myths. The stories are made up, but he's showing you the actual history that still exists, where the stories came from or how they got changed up, but the actual places and things and items are still left, so you can go and see the truth for yourself.
Yes,
so, man. I wanted to take that tour, and then that's when COVID hit.
Yes,
I was ready to go.
Yes, but, I mean, it's when you get to talking about oh man, you got to fight on your hands, boy. When you start trying to get them people to see, that it really didn't happen. It's not real. It's an allegory, or it's a fictitious narrative, man. It's trying to tell you one thing. It's saying one thing to you, but it's trying to tell you something else.
Yeah,
it's an allegory. And then when you read the book, it tells you about Abraham and them that was an allegory. It's an allegory. If it wasn't real, it's an allegory. You can read in the book for yourself. So, but
I got family members. They be like, I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit. I want to hit. And I'm like, all right. You up in your age. You set in your ways.
Right. For sure. Yeah. For sure. It's an uphill battle. I was on that circuit, man, for about over 20 some years. Yeah. And I got blacklisted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, you can't be up in here saying that. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. And if you do the research, you'll see it for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, we definitely we stayed away from the fairy tales, and we dealt more with the truth. And I dealt more with demonstrating with power, because it was the actual real thing. Probably the realest thing that you're probably going to get out of there is when you really begin to work with that power. You have the ability to demonstrate, and when you can demonstrate with those signs and those wonders and those miracles, people tend to deal with you a little bit different. And the way they're going to deal with you is they're going to call you the devil.
Yeah, they don't understand it. It's got to be some evil.
Look, no man can do these things.
Yeah.
I have another question. So, where can you go to get text, or who can you need to contact to get besides yourself? You're obviously a good resource. What other kind of like textbooks or any kind of good books you recommend to get you started on the journey of learning this information?
You really want to know what I had to do?
Yeah, I really want to know.
I really had to do the research.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go back to the original languages, text, to get phraseology, to understand hermeneutics, to understand how this was written, because when you deal with most of it, it's in the Elizabethan English. You know what I'm saying? The language is broken. And then you have to understand that there were certain things that were inserted. It wasn't even mistranslated. It was inserted and put in there. It wasn't even in there. For example, when you look at the word Lucifer, Lucifer wasn't even in Yeshaya, the 14th chapter, or they call him Isaiah, the 14th chapter. It wasn't even there, Lucifer, because Lucifer had nothing to do with the devil. Lucifer is not the devil. Lucifer is not Hasatan or Satan. Satan name has never been Satan. It has always been Satan. Our European counterparts always has a way of misenunciating people's names. You know what I'm saying? Like the name Jesus. It ain't no such name as Jesus. It's Jesus because there's no J. It's Jesus. But that's a whole nother story too. So you know they take these things, but if you look at Lucifer, Lucifer actually is Latin, and it aligns itself with Venus. It is actually not even masculine; it's actually feminine. It is a female. Okay, so it is a female. So actually, it wouldn't even be Lucifer. Yes, yes. Actually, it wouldn't even be Lucifer. Actually, it would be Lucifer's. Lucifer's, not Lucifer, but Lucifer's, the one that brings forth the light or the light bringer. Doesn't have anything to do with evil, period. You see what I'm saying? And so they took that and misused that. They used for misinformation and disinformation, okay? Because there are some people that use it and haven't studied enough to know that it is wrong. But then there are those that have studied and know that it's wrong, but they still teach it wrongly, which means that's disinformation. Okay, so you have both of those working, misinformation and disinformation. You have both of those working when you start digging into the sacred text. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man, it's been some really good information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, we needed to have. I've been wanting to have this conversation for a long time. And
yes, sir.
and I knew you were the perfect person to bring on for this, man. I was like, when you tapped in, I was like, oh man, we got to bring him on. I'm about to send the link right now.
Yes, sir.
We can get this going.
Yes, sir.
It was so
need to be shared with some people.
And it's so funny. We weren't. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's so funny. We weren't gonna we were just planning on to hop on, do a quick 10 minutes and hop out. But it's actually been a very, very good and informational hour
conversation
to
talk.
Guess what? I was laying in the bed under the covers.
So the stars aligned. It was meant to be, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, indeed. It was supposed to happen when T said it. I said, oh boy, you know what? Because I started to say, look, I was actually typing in the window. I was actually typing, man, I'm laying. And then, the spirit spoke to me and said, no, you gotta get up, and get yourself together. That's why I was telling you, give me a minute and get myself together.
Yeah.
And I come, and I come and be on with you guys, man. It's a honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be on with you guys. Yeah.
Same.
Mr. Clay, man, tell them how they can reach you and how they can find you.
Okay, I certainly will. You can find me on Facebook Live. You can find me. I'm going to be. Let me make sure I get that right.
You have a website?
No, I haven't I had to take my website down.
Okay.
But you can. I can give you my email address if you want to email me.
Yes, sir. I'll put it across the screen. Give it to me.
Okay, it's going to be you want to put it in the chat, or you want me to just say it?
You could put it in the chat, and I could just copy and paste it, and so it can come across the screen.
Okay, yeah. Let me put that there, and then I put the other there.
Let's see. Because if people want to reach out and get this information and tap in with you, man, we're gonna make sure they be able to do that.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Then YouTube.
Let's see. Man, if you want to tap in with Mr. Clay, man, his email address is going across the bottom of the screen. Make sure the1_55@icloud.com. Make sure you tap in. If you got any questions, you want to get some information, you want to get the truth, holler at Mr. Clay, man. The1, THEEONE_55@icloud.com, man. We're going to keep that on the screen for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Another question. When so you said you're writing a book?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Any kind of timeline on when do you think you'll be able to get that out to us?
It'd probably be sometime next year. I know for sure.
Okay.
And you guys, I know it's really been pressing my spirit because as we're having this conversation right here, it's similar to how I write. Very, very informative, so that it gives you enough information so that whatever you're experiencing, you can get a bit of that, and then you can do your own research.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, you'll be able to do your own research. So yeah, and then,
I appreciate that, man. You tapped into a lot of good things, man. Because sometimes people, man, they'll give you bits and pieces of information, but it can't point you in no directions.
right,
You know,
right.
And what you did, you're giving people access to you, you're giving people information, and you're giving them directions where they can go and start looking and researching and getting this information.
Yes,
I really appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. Because I'll tell you what books you can get, because you're gonna have to
get it.
You're gonna have to get thesauruses, lexicons, Greek and Hebrew, different Bible dictionaries, because all of that'll help you with IFA. It'll help you with that also, because it'll let you know where this came from, where that came from,
what originated,
how this got over there. So it's helpful. It's not to, again, like I tell people all the time, this is not to proselytize you. It's to give you the truth. And once you get the truth would activate whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. Right? Doesn't mean for you to get stuck in a church. That's the wrong premise. You're not to get stuck in the church.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see what else we got.
Yeah, YouTube.
That's YouTube. True Sessions.
Yeah, True Session is on Facebook.
All right, let me get that. Let me put that up. Let me put that up on the screen.
Yes.
Working in real time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Truth Session every Saturday. I do the Truth Session every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time every Saturday on Facebook.
Yes,
so
sir.
I do that too.
Get them times again so the people know.
3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Facebook Live, where you can hit me up in the Truth Session.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the Truth Session. The place where your thoughts really matter and they really count.
Yes, sir.
The Truth Session.
Yes, sir.
That's where we hang out at on Saturday. So, and then of course, we got Wind Down Wednesday, baby.
Yes,
Wind down.
Yeah. We caught that yesterday.
Oh, man, we're gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching.
Yeah, we're gonna be
man.
watching. Most definitely.
We had to set aside. We have to set aside the time, man, for you guys to come in and just hang out the whole session, man. That's what's up.
I was telling JB, man. I said, man, we're gonna have to make some trips.
Yeah.
I used to when I was heading to my transportation. I spent a lot of time in South Carolina and North Carolina.
Oh yes, sir.
So it ain't nothing to be out there.
Oh man, you need to come on, so y'all come on, man. We hang out in the studio, man. We hang out.
Yes, sir.
And do some things. That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, but I used to come over to H-Town, man, at least about twice. No, about 5 times a year. Because remember, I was sharing with you, I was dealing with
almost every other month.
Yeah. Yeah, we were hanging out in H-Town. Yeah.
What side y'all was on, man?
We was let me see, what was we at? We were not too far from the airport.
Gotcha. Intercontinental or Hobby?
A Hobby, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Continental. I think it was
Bush. Yeah, Bush.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
You're by us. We're by us.
That's where we at. We on the
side. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what's up with that too, because one of the DJs, he used to love to go to the turkey hut. He liked to go get those big old drumsticks,
Yeah,
those turkey
Yeah.
drumsticks.
yeah.
The mall was over there, over by the mall. What's the name of that mall?
On the north side, we got Willowbrook, we got Deerbrook.
Yeah, it was a
We
big
got
old mall.
we got Greens Point.
You talking about the Galleria? Are you talking about the Galleria?
Yeah, Galleria.
Galleria.
Okay, so you're on
That's
by
west
hobby
side.
then. Yeah, you're by
Yeah,
hobby then.
Yeah.
yeah. We
Galleria is the west side. Yeah.
we stayed in a couple of different places, but it used to be a hotel that we stayed at over there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we would yeah. Yeah, H Town. And then we went to this soul food restaurant. I still got the pictures. We went to this soul
This Is
food
It?
restaurant. Huh?
Was it This
It's
Is It?
famous. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, I think it's This Is It. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
oxtail.
Soul food.
Yeah, all of that.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, everything big out there though, man. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Big.
Everything big in Texas.
Everything big. For real. Yes, indeed.
Man,
But yeah.
So you out there in the Carolinas? You in South Carolina?
Yep. Columbia, the capital.
Man, I had a question, man, because some years ago, man, I learned about the Gullah Wars and stuff like that, and you hear some people talk about Geechee this, Geechee that. What is that?
From my understanding, when you get into the Geechee, the Gullah, you're talking about those that came over during the slave trade, during slavery time. That were dropped off down in the Charleston area.
Yeah.
Coming on up. And they call that the flatland. It's a marshy land, and it's a dialect. It's a dialect, and you can tell once you begin to talk to them, because they still have some of the old cultural ways that they have. Yeah, but you get to Charleston is like that. You get to Savannah, Georgia. Some parts of Louisiana. Are like that as well.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not from South Carolina. I'm actually from Illinois.
For real?
Yeah, I'm from Illinois.
I just spent a lot of time up there, man, in my transportation. That's because of the
COVID.
The vehicle companies, the industries up there. It was a lot of business for me up there. So I spent a lot of my time up in Illinois, Michigan, and Indiana.
Oh yeah,
because the motor vehicle companies up there. It was a lot of work for me.
Oh, okay.
I used to leave Texas, catch me a load going up there, and try to stay up there to make money, because that's where the money was at.
Oh, okay.
I spent a lot of time up there, man.
Yes, indeed.
What part of Illinois?
The capital, Springfield.
Okay, I've been through.
Yeah, a couple hours from Chicago.
Man, I almost died up there, going up there one time, man.
What happened?
The ice.
Oh yeah, man! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't go up there in the winter.
Being from South Texas, man, going up there on that ice. I was going like 35 miles an hour, man. I winded up sliding on the ice, going across the median, coming on the other side of traffic, in oncoming traffic.
Yes, sir. Illinois will do you like that, man. Yeah. You got to really, if you out there on that, when that black ice is out there, man, you have to be creeping. You know what I'm saying? You can't do no speed, man. And normally what happens when that happens, the highway is full and it's bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
And so therefore, you don't get into all of those crazy accidents because the highway is full. But if you out there, man, by yourself in that black ice, man, and you hit one of them patches, oh man.
Yeah, I went to boot camp out there, man, Great Lakes, Illinois. That's why I went to boot camp for the Navy. Yeah, so I spent some time. We used to go to Gurney Mills Mall and that.
Okay, you're in Great Lakes. I think you was up by. Where were you at? You wasn't. If you was in Great Lakes, you wasn't too far from.
Yeah, we were close to Chicago, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You were almost near Lakeshore Drive. If you're in the Great Lakes, then you're also near Michigan.
Yeah,
you're gonna be near Michigan. Yeah,
man, they got some that deep dish pizza.
Oh yeah, the Chicago pieces. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the man. I used to, every payday I used to go. I used to take my paycheck and that'd be the first thing I buy.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
eat me
sir.
one right there and buy one to go.
Yes,
Yeah, and
sir.
that what they call it, they call it the hawk, that wind. Man, that
Oh
wind
yes,
ain't no joke.
indeed. Yeah.
That wind ain't no joke. You
Yeah,
got the thickest coat on you want, man. That wind going right through that coat.
oh man, that's the
Man.
windy city, baby. That's the
Yeah,
windy city.
I do not miss it.
And when you go uptown in the summertime, it feel like winter because those buildings are so tall and the wind be
Yeah,
blowing.
yeah.
Oh
Man,
wow.
you have to lean in the wind to keep from falling. It'll blow you down. You have to
Wow.
literally lean into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I know, I believe, and I know it too. Man, the first time I ever seen lightning storm
Uh-huh.
was up there.
Oh, really?
I had never seen lightning without any rain. And that
Yeah.
time down here in the South, man, when it lightning, that means
Yeah.
the rain coming.
Rain. Yeah.
I had
Right.
never seen a lightning storm all throughout the night. It purple, green, different color lightning all through the night. Just
Yes.
thunder, no rain. I've never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
But my man, I got a question for you, man. This is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast.
Okay.
So can you tell us about a time where everybody thought you were wrong and you was right? Or
Have
when
I
you
ever
realize, yeah,
have
when
I
you
have I ever experienced that?
yes, sir, when everybody thought you was wrong and you was right, or when you realized that you was wrong and what did you do to make it right?
Um. Wow, man. You got me real good. That's a good one. 'Cause you gotta have ever been right and everyone thought I was wrong. That has happened a lot to me on this journey that I was
Mhm.
on. When you try to tell someone something spiritually,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you that you were wrong. I'll give you an example. Um, it's a brother out. I don't know if you know of him. He's in the church. He's doing really good out there. His name is Pastor Tim Rogers and the Fellows.
I
It's
think
a
I heard of
gospel
him.
singer.
Yeah, I think I heard of him.
Right. Okay. So he and his father, before his father transitioned, peace be upon him. We were really close, and when I come to town, his father used to have me come over and pray for his family. You know, and one of his daughters, he sang with Kirk Franklin. She was one of his singers, and I prayed for her. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, "Listen," I said, "You're pregnant." And man, she argued me up and down. She said, I'm not pregnant, nor am I going to get pregnant. I said, okay, well,
Mhm.
if you feel that way, but yeah, you're pregnant. So lo and behold, on my travels back through, probably about 3 or 4 months later, I go back to the house again, and they there. So she says, you was right. I'm pregnant. I said,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, so yeah, but in this profession, if you're in that profession, that happens a lot where people
Yeah.
are going to doubt what it is that you're doing or what you're saying to
Yeah.
them anyway.
Yeah.
But let
Yeah.
me see now. Have I ever been wrong? Have I've been wrong? Have I ever been wrong and thought I was right? Let me see. Yeah, I
The
know that's
second
been
part
happening.
was, have you ever been wrong and what you do to make it right?
Right. Okay. What I do to make it right?
Mhm.
Uh, whew, apologize. It's to admit that, hey, I'm wrong, and I apologize.
Yeah.
I think that's how I corrected it and made it right, to
Yeah.
apologize. Yeah.
Yeah. It take a lot of strength to apologize sometimes for people.
Yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Self-awareness too, man.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
come and say, hey, I did wrong, I'm wrong, and just
Yeah.
speak up to somebody.
Yeah.
Man, brother Jeff, we appreciate you coming
Appreciate
on, man.
most.
Hey,
Yeah.
Man,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.
yes, indeed.
This is an episode I've wanted to have for a long time.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I've been wanting to get you to come on. I've been wanting to get you on here so we can have
Yeah.
this
He's been talking
conversation
about you.
we
He's
had.
been talking about you for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for real. I've been
Gratitude.
telling
Yeah.
JB, I said we
Yeah.
gotta get
Get
Mr.
this
Clay
guy
on,
on.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we gotta get him
gratitude.
on.
Gratitude, gratitude,
Man.
man. It's an honor and a privilege, man, to really be here and to be on with you guys, man. It's
Yes, sir.
amazing. And it's amazing what you guys are really doing. And one of the things that I've always noticed is that those that are really sincere and are really making headways are the ones that are mostly overlooked. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
those are out there, man, just being flashy and being trifling and, and bad mouthing people and gossiping and all of that. That's what people flock.
Yeah.
But it's only a few good people, man, that really have the task at hand and really know that, hey, you know what, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And more often than not, we are the ones that have to do more with less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do more with less. And people, they'll be low key hating on you, jealous, won't put you on. Know that the spirit is prompting them. The energy is, prompting you. The Most High is prompting you, to connect, and you won't do it because you feel that maybe he or she is going to outshine me, and but if you make the connection, they're going to help you, do what you do better, and you can help them. Yeah.
Sometimes, man, just part of God's plan, man. You sit back and that might be God's plan to help that person grow.
Yeah.
Man, we had an episode one time, man, where my signal just was trash. And JB had to take the whole show by himself.
Wow.
And man, he killed it. And because we were saying, hey, JB, man, we need you to talk a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
And man, that episode happened, and for some reason, man, I just couldn't get on. The internet was trash, and he killed that thing by himself, man. He mastered it, man, and it's been good ever since, man. It's like
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's how you do it, man.
That was God's plan, man. I was like, hey, I just sat back and smile, man. I just controlled it from behind the scenes. I was sitting back like, that boy got that, man. He good, man. We good.
And you have to have a shotgun rider. You got to have. Yes, indeed. That's what's up, man.
Man.
But
any last words for the people?
Oh man, listen. If you're here, please stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen, because it's important. T-Swin and JB are on a mission. And if you're here, that means that they have something for you. Stop, look, and listen. And get that which is for you. All right? And as for me, I am your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, hanging out with JB and T-Swin. You understand me? And it's going on and it's going down up in here, family. Listen, y'all keep on looking, listening, so you can hear. Okay? All right? Catch me in Wind Down Wednesday.
Hey man, we about to shut it down, but please stick around in the studio real quick. Got some more questions I want to ask you.
Sure. Absolutely.
Man, it's your guy T-Swin, man. Amazing show.
J Bean.
Yes, sir. Especially guest Mr. J.F. Clay, man. Tap into his Facebook, man, his Wind Down Wednesdays, man. Tap into, man, and get this information. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this information has been hidden from us, but we got the internet, we got technology, man. Ain't nothing stopping you but you.
That's right.
Tap into it.
Yes.
And man, we up out of here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.